You've probably used AI at least 5 times today, and you didn't even realize it. And I'm not talking about some futuristic robot or complex code. We're going to talk about the AI that's already here, the silent partner in your everyday life.
So let's be honest. When I say AI, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Where these super advanced robots take over. Or maybe just some impossibly complicated tech that feels a million miles away from our reality.
Well, the truth is, you're actually interacting with powerful AI pretty much from the moment you wake up. It isn't science fiction anymore, it's just so smoothly woven into the fabric of our day that we don't even notice it. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how it all works. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we'll establish that AI is definitely not science fiction. Then we'll look at your morning and meet your invisible assistant. From there, we'll jump into custom services, everything from your bank to your smart home. Then, yeah, we have to talk about the dark side, the risks and challenges. And most importantly, we'll cover how you can stay in control and help shape where this all goes. Right. First things first, the age of AI isn't on its way, it's already here. It has quietly slipped out of the movies and into the most normal, everyday things we do, often without us having a clue. Let's just start with something simple, like your morning commute. You're getting ready to head out, you pull out your phone, and right there, that's where you meet the first invisible AI assistant of your day. I mean, we all know this drill, right? You open up Google Maps, you type in where you're headed, and boom, in seconds, you've got the best route and a pretty solid ETA. Looks simple, but what's really going on behind that little screen? Behind that simple time estimate is just a mind-boggling amount of processing. The app's AI is constantly chewing on two massive sets of information. One is all the historical traffic data for that exact route at that exact time, and the other is live, anonymous data coming in from other drivers who are on the road right now. It uses all that to literally predict traffic jams and reroute you before you even see a single brake light. And it gets even more precise. Google Maps teamed up with the AI lab DeepMind, and they use this thing called graph neural networks. The easiest way to think about it is like a super smart web that actually understands the relationships between different roads and how traffic flows. It blends official government data with that real-time feedback from drivers like you, and it creates this incredibly accurate model that just keeps getting smarter. And hey, that's just your commute. Before you even walk out the door, you've probably already checked your email. Ever stop and wonder how your inbox just knows what's important and what's total junk? Yep, that's AI again. Google's system is so good it catches over 99% of spam and then neatly organizes everything else for you. So as your day goes on, AI's role kind of shifts. It starts providing these incredibly personalized services, whether you're managing your money or just kicking back at home. Your bank, for instance, has gone all in on AI. They use it to scan millions of transactions in real time to spot fraud, often stopping a bad transaction before you even know it happened. They're also using it to get a more complete picture of someone's creditworthiness for loans and to offer 24/7 customer help with these really smart chatbots. And then you get home. I mean, it's unbelievably convenient to ask Alexa to dim the lights, or have your oven just preheat itself, or even have your mattress track your sleep. But, and this is a big but, here's the trade-off. Every single command you give, every habit you form, every piece of your personal health data, it's all being collected, processed, and stored. It's building this incredibly detailed digital blueprint of your life. And that brings us to a really crucial part of this whole conversation. For all of the amazing benefits, this technology comes with some major risks. We have to talk about the dark side. As one expert put it, we have officially entered an era where, quote, not everything we see or hear is real. These AI algorithms have gotten so powerful that they can create stuff from scratch that looks and sounds completely authentic. And that power can be used for good or for some really bad stuff. Social media is the perfect example of this double-edged sword. On one hand, AI is an amazing tool for automatically finding and removing hate speech. But on the other hand, those same platforms are using your photos to train their facial recognition systems, and they're tailoring your feed so perfectly that you can get stuck in a filter bubble where you almost never see a different point of view. And the power of that facial recognition, it's just staggering. Get this. Way back in 2014, Facebook's system was already hitting 97% accuracy. That was better than the FBI's system at the time. And it learned how to do that from all the photos we willingly uploaded.
So this is where that tech can really be weaponized. It can be used to create misinformation on a huge scale, like when a former US president was reportedly shown AI-generated images to try and influence his opinion on the Gaza conflict. It can be used for very personal attacks too, things like extortion, trying to assassinate someone's character with fake content, or just creating way more believable scams.
Okay, I know that all sounds pretty scary, but it's not hopeless. The key isn't to just throw out the technology. It's about becoming a more conscious, more aware user. Because at the end of the day, you are in control.
We just have to keep reminding ourselves that AI is a tool. And just like any powerful tool, you can use it to build amazing things, or you can use it to break them. Its real impact, good or bad, it really comes down to the choices we all make when we use it. So, what can you actually do to protect yourself? Well, first, try to stick with trusted platforms from companies that actually have strong data protection policies. Second, just be mindful of what data you're sharing and what permissions you're giving to your apps. Third, and this one is so important, develop a critical eye. Question what you see online. And finally, if you do become a victim of something like this, report it to the authorities right away. So, where does this all leave us? We've seen how deeply AI is already a part of our lives, acting like this invisible partner from the moment we wake up till we go to bed. The big takeaway here isn't to be afraid of AI, it's to be aware of it. By just understanding how it works, what kind of data it's using, and what it's capable of, we give ourselves the power. And that is the first and most important step to enjoying all the incredible benefits while skillfully navigating the risks. And that really leaves us with one last question. And this one's for you to think about. In this new world, we're constantly making a trade, right? Convenience in exchange for privacy. So for you, personally, where do you draw that line?